The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back again. Happy weekend to you, and I hope you're having a great time with your family. And of course, if you come from any type of a military family, I know that that's even more extra special, and everybody's clapping and enjoying the fact that we have freedoms here in the United States. July 4th, 2024, it's all here. Sonia has been filling in for Steve on some personal business, and it's been great having you here.
Yeah, it's been really awesome to be here again.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me and interviewing the guests. And once again, don't be shy to speak up, and you can talk right over me because I'm used to it with Steve. So
I'm a little bit nicer than Steve.
Yes, you are. You are sweet compared to him. So we've got a new guest to the show. Her name is Amy McNamara. She's the owner of Pick Your Stitch. How are you, Amy?
I'm good, thank you.
I think that's a good name as opposed to Pick at the Stitch.
Pick at the Stitch,
you never
yes.
want to pick at the stitch.
No, you don't.
I've got 3 kids, and I think I must have said that phrase 100 times. You know, stop picking at that. We just bought it.
That's right.
And it starts to unravel. So, Amy, are you homegrown? Are you from Syracuse?
I am. Yep, I grew up in Camillus.
Okay, yeah. Are you a West Jenny girl?
Oh, I'm a West Jenny girl.
That's
so
fun.
are my kids.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you got into this business how? What led you? What was your journey like? Did you go to college, or did you, just get in the workforce?
I went to college, but then I started working at. It was Money, then it was AXA, now it's Equitable.
Yeah.
So I was there, and I was getting burnout. It was just so much. I was in IT, and it was just so much. I was getting burnt out. So I decided to retire at age 55, and then I was trying to figure out what to do. And then somebody I knew, I just started sewing, and somebody was retiring. So that was like the beginning of April. I had the business open by June 1st.
No kidding. How many years ago?
8.
8 years. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's an interesting thing. So did you have a computer science degree when you were in IT? Or?
No, it was more business related. I was project manager.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Which is always fun because you have to deal with people and the technology.
Exactly. The people part is so much fun.
Oh, yeah. I can see why you were burned out.
Yeah.
I know a lot of project managers who are swinging from a tree.
Yeah.
So then you start this thing, so you had an affection for sewing. Were you doing, needlepoint, or were you doing quilts? What were you doing?
I started with quilts. We're the crazy people that take fabric, cut it up into pieces, and create new fabric.
Yeah. What do you put inside the quilt? What kind of material?
It's called batting, and it can be polyester or cotton. It's just a thick material that, makes it comfy and warm. Is
it best to use cotton? Is that the most pure and the least the least allergy provoking?
Probably, yeah. It's a bleached cotton sometimes, but I've never heard of anybody having issues with that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I like, a nice quilt.
Oh, yeah. I wish I had the patience for sewing. I've tried so many times, and I can barely fix a button.
Oh, that's what I was like years and years ago. My husband had to sew on all of the girls, Girl Scout patches. I couldn't sew at all.
No
kidding. But I always wanted to quilt. So one day, my friend and I, Patty, we met with another friend, and we just started quilting, and I never turned back. But you know what? Now, owning a business, I have no time to quilt.
Full circle.
No time to quilt. And embroidery, also machine embroidery.
Wow.
I sell Pfaff, Husqvarna Viking, and Janome sewing machines.
Okay.
So having 3 brands is very hard.
That's what I was going to ask you. So explain the nature of your store and what it's about. Do you have a brick and mortar store?
I have a brick and mortar.
And where's that located?
That is at 6701 Manlius Center Road. It used to be it's a brick plaza. It used to be a train station years ago.
Where is that?
It's like across from Walmart.
In East Syracuse?
Yeah, Bridge Street turns into Manlius Center Road.
Mm-hmm. Right, I know where that is now.
It's like Carson Home is there. That's like, it used to be the, DeWitt Home Center.
Yeah, all that. And right down from Kia of East Syracuse.
Oh, right next to us.
Yeah, right. Yeah, gotcha. Understood. Yeah, nice place. Okay. So when people walk in, what do they see?
When they walk in, depends. We have 2 doors. So If they go in the smaller door, they come in and they see all of our beautiful sewing machines.
Oh, okay.
And those are the moneymaker.
Right. So sewing machines are still a thing.
Oh, gosh, yes.
High tech, I would imagine.
Oh my God, they're so high tech. It's like computers now.
No kidding.
There's software to make your embroidery designs. It's really high tech.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Not your mother's sewing machine.
It is absolutely not.
Do you get a lot of people who come in and buy those things and then sell on Etsy and things like that?
We have people that do that. There's a lot of bag makers. So they're making bags and totes, and they're selling them on Etsy.
Wow, that's pretty cool. And so tell us about the machines and what maybe the most popular machine is that you carry.
Oh my goodness, it's hard because there's. I'll tell
many.
you my favorite.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is the FAF Creative Icon.
FAF. How do you spell that?
PFAFF. Everybody says it wrong.
Yeah.
FAF.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Wow. So
Yeah.
FAF. Okay.
That's my favorite machine, but I took on Janome a couple of years now.
Yeah.
Knew nothing about them, and they are really, really nice machines also.
And it's just a standard sewing machine, or does it? What? Tell us what it does. What are the capabilities?
Okay, so you have machines that are, $400 in my shop.
Okay.
And they go up to $23,000.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Do you have leasing programs or?
Oh, we do. We do have 0% financing.
Okay, financing. All right.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah, I know. So many people come in and they're like, "It's buying my first car."
Right.
Yeah.
So what do they do? Tell me what kind of things can you make other than bags?
Well,
There's gotta be
bags
more
and
than
then
that.
quilts.
And quilts.
Basics, not a basic sewing machine, but then there's some. And quilters really like a big throat space so they can, move their quilt and their fabric together.
Yeah.
There's long arms. I don't carry those, but it's a big machine that you stand behind a frame and then you move the machine to do your quilting. I used to have time for that. But
do these machines also embroider? Or?
Yes.
Oh, they do.
Yes, we have, and that's the Performance Icon too. They have, they do embroidery, and they have cameras in them, so it helps you place.
Wow, not
where
get
you
your
want-
fingers.
That and place exactly where you want your design to be.
Yeah.
It projects it on
no
there.
kidding, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
That takes a lot of guesswork out of it.
It does, and people say we're, they used to see their grandmother hand stitching,
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
they say we're cheating because we're pressing a button, but it's all the design work that
That goes into it.
makes
yeah.
it
So how many machines do you have there, inventory wise?
Oh my goodness, I probably have, I don't know, I'm going to say 40.
Okay, great. You
40
got to
or
be
more.
one of the only people in town that does something like this, or do you have competition?
There is competition. There's
Okay.
Calico Gals.
Okay.
And then actually, I'm part owner in another store in Skinny Atlas called Finger Lakes Fabrics.
Gotcha.
We opened a year and a half ago, maybe.
All right. Well, speaking of fabrics, do you carry fabrics at
I
your place?
do.
too?
That's if you go
Okay.
in the other door.
All
you
right.
you see my few thousand bolts of fabric there, and I have a classroom in the back.
Oh.
So we teach people, different how to make bags, how to make quilts, how to embroider.
Yeah.
that's so cool.
And are those paid courses or paid classes?
Yeah, people pay for the classes. We have
Right.
open sew if you want to come in and just, we have somebody there. I'll help you if you have
Yeah.
questions.
Excellent. So tell people, how do they get a hold of you? I went on your website, pickyourstitch.com.
Yes.
And that has a lot of great pictures, pickyourstitch.com. But can they call you as well? Or?
Yes, they can call us at 437-0962.
Okay, 437-0962. Write that down. Okay.
Yep. And I'm going to plug myself a little bit
Yeah, go
here.
ahead. Yes. Yes, go ahead.
We're closed this week for the 4th of July. My granddaughter's in town, so I wanted to be with her.
Yep.
And then we're only open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 2. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Excellent.
So starting Tuesday,
Yeah.
July 9th, we are going to have our big summer event. It's the first one we've had. It's time for me to reduce the 50 sewing machines down to a smaller number. It's easier to sell them then.
Yeah.
And to get my inventory down.
Excellent.
So
Okay.
it'll be sewing machines, really low prices, and then some overstock items. No fabric on sale, though.
All right, wonderful. Well, it's great to meet you, Amy, and you have a great rest of the day, okay?
Thanks. Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. All right, Sonia, that's going to do it for us. Thank you for pitch hitting for Steve.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure to have you. On behalf of the local show, Zoey Advertising, Tom and Steve and Sonia, God bless you and your families. Make some time to relax and exercise today and every day. Do it with a friend or family. family member. It'll keep your mind and body healthy. The Local Show is heard every Saturday morning from 11 to 1. Then again on Sunday morning from 7 to 9. Listen together with a friend. Until next week, get down to business and keep doing business locally. Tell your friends about The Local Show right here on 570 WSYR, 106.9 FM, the iHeartRadio app, and on YouTube at Zoey Advertising.